Hey, Alex. I've almost finished writing the summary for the report.
Perfect.
I'm still unconvinced. So here's a question for you, Alex. How can we do this without killing 3 strikes?
Fencer still hasn't recovered?
He has, but the doctor won't let him fly.
Just as much.
How much longer are you gonna make me wait?
Who's the self-important stiff?
You're here, and he really is quite important.
We're connected. Ready now, sir.
I'm Brigadier General Howard Clemens. I'm in charge of this operation. Our objective is to capture an advanced submarine in harbor at Artiglio. The port of Artiglio and the surrounding oil facilities were mostly destroyed by another air operation.
Oh, that port. Seems like such a long time ago.
You've been there? However, Erusian forces repaired the facilities and used them to resupply and maintenance a massive submarine.
Here's a question. How long do you think this submarine is? If you guess 495 meters, you're right. It also has a width of 116 meters, with submerged displacement of 810,000 tons. It's a supersized nuclear submarine powered by 2 liquid metal-cooled reactors.
I guess it really is huge. So who's the quiz show host?
David North. I'm an OIA analyst from Advanced Weapons Analysis.
Why isn't he here?
Because he doesn't need to be. He can perform his analysis at his home office.
Ha! We've got ourselves an armchair detective.
Continue.
I've come to call this super submarine the Alicorn. The Alicorn is a submarine, and yet it can stage aircraft operations like a carrier. It also boasts some serious firepower with its 2 main railguns. Their range is over 400 kilometers.
A real monster if there ever was one.
The sub's force projection capabilities are equivalent to a carrier strike group. Furthermore, it can approach underwater or use aircraft and railguns to attack outside the enemy's range. It has an unusual history befitting such a ship. It was launched 4 years ago. However, it went MIA on a sea trial after being outfitted. It was later found at the bottom of the ocean by chance, and of the 356 crewmen, 330 were rescued. Here's the question. For how many days was the Alicorn underwater? It was 698 days.
Whoa. They were down there 2 years?
They were on the seafloor at 15 degrees.
So why are they deploying it to the front lines now?
I suspect it has to do with the loss of an arsenal bird in the IRBM cluster.
Huh. Okay, so we just blow up the damn thing?
We capture it. Don't make me repeat myself. We've had reports from local sources that there are weapons of mass destruction aboard the Alicorn.
Source.
If we can secure that evidence, we'll gain advantage in the peace negotiations post-war.
The Ocean Navy has dispatched a fleet, including a landing ship, to capture the Alicorn. Our mission is to secure air superiority and protect this assault and capture task force.
If we take too long, they'll scuttle the sub. The fleet will commence its actions while we seize the skies.
Wouldn't it be risky to bring the fleet in before we secure air superiority?
That is none of your concern.
So basically, you're putting our fleet in danger for political gains.
They should have taught how to address superiors in boot camp.
An EW squadron will be deployed. Their ESM will be a valuable asset. Stay within their range, and you'll have a significant advantage over your enemies. The ETA for the EW aircraft is the same as HL.
Only Strider Squadron will sortie.
Whoa, I have to sit this one out?
Wait, Wiseman, you're not coming?
I'll be assisting the Brigadier General at HQ.
This is by no means a difficult mission. Your squadron commander's absence shouldn't change that.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
It's a requiem. Set off as soon as we're ready. Here we go. Do it with a bang. Understood. Shit. What's up?
Friendly aircraft and EW aircraft will arrive 5 minutes late.
What? Retreat and wait for backup. Retreat not authorized. Gain air superiority at once. Trigger, what now?
Just for aircraft? Just talking earth. Come on. Time to find a real fighter pilot.
Trigger's already kicked off the game.
Going in. After Trigger.
All aircraft, engage. Weapons free.
Sir, you didn't tell us there was a change in the H hour.
Doing our hotshot for the last 5 minutes.
Let's see how good you are.
Don't slow down. Being late is not an option.
Fox 2.
Friendly hit. Brzezinski!
I appreciate that.
Stall warning. Enemy on your back, Strider 2.
Bandit locked.
Coming! Get me! Enemy's got lock.
Missile hit. Missile launched.
Enemy detected. To the rescue!
Bingo number is tougher than I thought.
Shut your trap and keep shooting.
Shit. Do it with a bang.
Kill me! Enemy is split.
Hostile eliminated. That's the way to do it.
Missile away.
I'm hit!
I'm down quite a few, but haven't even made a dent.
Shut up. You see Trigger complaining?
Well, he doesn't talk much, but fine. Here I go. Combat's a lot harder without Wiseman. You sure? Our man Trigger was an absolute monster just now.
Look what we've got here. Let's plan it out maybe sensitive time over no pushovers. Yeehaw! Here we go, cowboys. Surround them.
I don't need no Wiseman to fly.
Then prove it, Cal.
Righto.
These guys are good. Look at the one on the left and you pick the one on the right. We're the last generation of fighter pilots. Show them just what we can do.
It's not every day you're in a battle like this.
Come on, try me. Nobody's got more combat experience than we do.
You guys were one last time. That was a fine last fight, brother.
You're good. Your plane's not doing you any favors.
See you later, cowboys. I'll be right back.
Bandit down.
That's 3 strikes. I know you're fine.
Strider Squadron. Enemy aircraft have begun their assault on the fleet. Swiftly secure our air superiority. I know that, but we're outnumbered. Pushing back hard.
Of course. A few sparks are to be expected. Shut down one of us. He's not dropping us that easy. We're flying on pride, not fear. This is Commander. We've entered the AO.
Yes, EW aircraft and Drake Squadron are here.
I didn't think you'd get her so quickly.
We're here, team.
The EW aircraft have strong ESM on board. It can improve your dogfighting capabilities by enhancing missile range, homing, and more.
You see the signs of that sub? Why the hell was it not in action all this time? Strider 1, Drake 5 engaging. Drake 8 engaging.
Drake Squadron, follow me. I'll show you how the pros do it.
Copy that. Show us what you got. Drake 1, engaging. Drake 3, engaging. Number the local, we can dogfight.
Receiving support from ESM.
That bird over there flies pretty well. Didn't think pilots like caliber were still around.
Bandit on your 6.
Ignore enemy aircraft. Focus on ESM.
1, missile launched.
Trigger splashed a hostile.
Good. The ESM's improving your aircraft's dogfighting capabilities.
Wait, don't need a big kid. Those are proper skills.
Bandit on me!
I'll show you folks. No, you leave me can copy. Somebody take down their EW aircraft.
our fleet too. Take control of the entire airspace.
Are you sure? Damn sure. It's 3 strikes.
Your plane will ice up if you stay in there too long.
Missile cruising evading. This is Sigurd 1. 3 and 4, head to 305. Contact. Sigurd 3, let's go. Tell me, sound like you're wrong with the plane.
Trigger, I'm seeing advanced stealth fighters.
SG-57s, highly capable planes. Stay on your toes if you engage them.
They're after our EW aircraft.
I should have switched with Lanza.
Strider 1, missile ready. Hostile confirmed destroyed.
You're not getting away from me. Get off! Get off!
That would have been way too close if it wasn't for Trigger. Multiple aircraft approaching this airspace. They're Harriers.
Any moves to attack our fleet must be stopped.
Alright,
Wilco.
Getting a real warm welcome here.
Bandit down.
Aim for the one on Franklin's force down.
I don't even have time for a snack on this operation.
you just wait. I'll get you a break in a second.
Thanks.
Your eyes on 3 strikes. You might learn a thing or two. Roger.
Box 2. Good job.
No control. Returning to base. Don't forget to tell the mechanics you seem to have a problem every time 3 strike shows up.
Whistle away.
So, is this the meeting place for pilots replaced by UAVs, or this is it? This is the battlefield I've been craving. SIR station. Target enemy aircraft. Clouds or something?
Fox 2.
Damage control to CIC. The engines are intact. Still good. I can target at the moment I try to close in on their ships. They're only human. They'll tire out soon enough. Seagull's raining. Evacuate immediately. Lost the ship. It's the destroyer type. These guys aren't just a bunch of coons. In the clouds. Getting out of rock. Breaking.
Strider 1, missile launched.
We're not fighting UAVs. It's just as hard on them as it is on us.
Area destroyed. Nice work. Those fighters are after the fleet. Take care of the rest.
Seawind failed. Incoming.
The landing ship is under attack. Keep the enemy away from our ships.
Harrier 2s have all been destroyed. Good job. Great work.
Yes! This is the air combat I've been waiting for. Y'all don't really care about the sub and just want to go fight out.
Detecting hostile barrage jamming. They brought EW aircraft. I'm displaying the jammed area on your radars.
Command to the officer. The approaching landing ship is to be considered hostile. Set it as your target.
Roger. Set primary target to hostile landing ship Puffin.
Our target is the captain of the Puffin, Robert Airy.
Captain.
You don't see it. Gunnery is about killing the people on board.
Missile's not homing in properly.
When in range of enemy jammers, missile lock-on and homing capabilities are reduced.
This is gonna be trouble.
We passed the 3rd checkpoint. We're halfway there. From Puffin to all ships. Change formation. Full speed ahead. Move in front of the landing ship Puffin. We're going to be there soon.
Bandit down.
My feelings heavy saw 3 strikes. I can't stop coming.
Trigger has destroyed the target.
Missile launched.
Copy.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed. Anti-air gun eliminated.
Bandit in my sights.
All aircraft be advised. Enemy strike fighters are on the approach. They're fullbacks. Definitely faster than the ones before.
This is a serious threat. Take them down.
Righto. Trigger, let's get this done quick. You see that? Splashed an enemy EW aircraft.
Nice kill count. Remember that one during debriefing.
Righto.
3-6, Fox 2. These EW aircraft move too slow. Take them off. Get in the clouds.
Entering the enemy's jamming zone.
Target's tail.
Strider 1, missile away.
Trigger has scored a kill. I see 3 strikes. I'll kill you.
All aircraft be advised. 2 bogies on the approach. Aircraft type, Su-47.
Burkets. The Russian doesn't have many of those. Where'd they come from? Hey, Range, can I kill him now? I've waited long enough. Use the confusion to get on a 6. Like a true villain, huh? I like the way you think.
I'm seeing on my tail. Taking fire.
Woo! You idiots, ignore the Erusians. Don't call me an idiot. I'd kill you if you weren't my brother.
The bogey shot down an Erusian bird.
What do you mean?
There are no more reinforcements. They must be hostile. You are clear to engage. Don't hesitate. Who are these guys?
They're just filthy bats.
Get 'em. I'm gonna screw you up so bad.
All enemy EW aircraft confirmed destroyed.
That's good news. Hostiles just popped out of nowhere.
It's an ECM, type of saturation decoy.
Visually scan for a source.
Why now? I really want this strike.
Shit, that's bad news. The lost EW aircraft. Around 3 strikes on the front. He hit me, damn it! The bastard hit me! Return the favor, kill that 3 strikes. I'll kill him, alright. Don't the world being tailed. Shit, scream, flying out. God damn it! 3 strikes, I will have you. You will die! What? Hey, what are you doing? Am I hearing things?
No, I heard you.
So fast. You won't have enough time to fix your peanuts. Hey, these bats are on the run. Let them go.
That bitch was using overseas radio frequency. That's an encrypted military channel.
That's nothing to worry about now. Focus on the mission at hand.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Keep bringing them down.
Target has been destroyed. Enemy has the lock.
Thanks. Stay ahead of my back, Trigger.
Destroyed. Additional hostiles confirmed. We're detecting surface-to-ship weapons teams around the sub. Eliminate them.
Too many of us firing.
Target acquired. Missile away. Bandit down.
Fire all guns as soon as they're ready. Fire all guns. Copy. Down.
Let the LRSSC take care of the enemy aircraft.
Missile.
Fox 2. Entering ESM range.
Fire everything you've got. Don't even think about conserving ammo.
Vehicle eliminated. Be advised, enemy ground forces are preparing to strike. All ground targets destroyed.
This takes away the enemy's surface-to-ship capabilities. Fine work, Trigger.
We can destroy their landing ship. We can sink their planes along with it.
Target acquired. Be advised, enemy aircraft nearing the landing ship. 2 minutes remaining.
Breaking hostile lock. Breaking to escape off.
No further reporting minor damages. If the landing ship makes it, we win.
They're not retreating. The submarine must mean the world to them.
The trumpet is reporting hull damage and fire on board.
The landing ship's taking a beating. It won't last much longer.
A friendly shot down the Su-34 approaching the fleet. We owe you one.
Captain, is everybody here take off, sir? They're prepared to sacrifice their lives to carry the cargo. Captain.
Lives are about to be snuffed out in senseless cruelty. How many must be sacrificed to put them to rest?
Captain, it's 3 strikes and his crew. They've tied down the enemy bird. Our men just might make it through.
The supercapactor's charged.
Great.
Target in sight. Main gun, manned and ready.
Remaining.
Alicorn, do you copy? We cannot stop the approaching enemy landing ship. Scuttle the sub immediately.
Fools. As of now, this boat no longer belongs to the Erusian military.
What do you say?
Don't you see?
Entering ESM range.
Copy. First strike to the squadron are with us.
Muffin, this is Lancaster. Enemy's resistance is dwindling and we've almost secured air superiority.
Copy. Commencing capture operation.
The rest is all yours, Captain. Now I can finally have my sausage rolls.
That's the kind of food you eat up there?
Of course, anything other than finger food would get in the way of my duties.
That clearly wasn't what she meant.
Took longer than I expected. I'll be leaving now. Take command from here on. Well done, pilot.
Then slow ahead both engines.
Are you sure? The landing ship Puffin to all active units. Enemy submarine has started moving.
Commence firing.
Main guns commence fire.
Bearing 180, cruising at 5 knots. Movement on the deck. It's their aircraft.
Alicorn fired on her with the railguns. The landing ship's on fire. It's gonna sink.
Confirming launch of submarine-based aircraft. 4 bird. It appears one of them is carrying a cruise missile.
What?
What happened?
Listener, you need to take that bird down. Hurry!
Patch me in. Can you hear me? David North here. There's a possibility the cruise missile is a WMD.
Shit!
Hey, what about the submarine?
We've got to help our ship first.
Don't lose them. Shoot them down.
Shit! Open vents. Fill all ballast tanks. Full speed ahead once we're underway.
Trigger's caught up to them.
Scrap them, Trigger.
Enemy submarine is going under.
Shit!
That monster will roam the oceans.
Heed my words.
20,000 meters until the aircraft exits the AO.
This boat has the funds to end this hideous war in a definitive and elegant manner. We seek not the conflict, but the restoration of balance, of judgment. And it will be done from beginning to end.
Man it down!
Keep it up! They're not evading us.
Shields. Crazy.
Shall be horrified by the number of lives we will take. You've had very real without weapons. Weapons that would have taken the lives of 10 million.
I can tell he's insane. They heard it across the radio.
I hereby swear them. I'll be a proud green constituent citizen. To uphold the honor of our nation and its military.
10,000 meters until the aircraft exits the AO.
Double time it, Trigger. You're the faster pilot.
My superiors. I hereby swear them. To submit to the orders of my superiors.
5,000 meters until the aircraft exits the AO.
To uphold the honor of our nation and its military. I hereby swear them. To submit to the orders of my superiors.
We can confirm the target is now outside the AO. Further pursuit is impossible.
What in the world?
What happened? Listener, you need to take that bird down. Hurry!
Patch me in. Can you hear me? David North here. There's a possibility the cruise missile is a WMD.
Shit! Hey, what about the submarine?
We've got to help our ship first.
Don't lose them. Shoot them down.
Shit! Open vents. Fill all ballast tanks. Full speed ahead once we're underway.
Trigger's caught up to them.
Scrap them, Trigger.
Enemy submarine is going under!
Shit!
That monster will roam the oceans.
Captain!
20,000 meters until the aircraft exits the AO.
Mark my words.
Bend it down.
Keep it up. Not evading us.
Shields.
Yeah.
Target's destruction confirmed.
Seems he was down by 3 strikes. The damn bastard ruined it. Captain, don't you see? He walked all over it with his dirty boots, over the crisp white sheets of my bed that I had just made. Let's have him assist in the next plan. He'll make a fine sideshow for our scheme to kill 1 million people. Or was it the plan to save 10 million lives, Command Duty Officer? Here we go! Do it with a bang!
The operation has been completed.
Another question, Alex. Captain Mateus Torres, the captain of the Alicorn. What is his goal?
There are 21 likely targets. The number of main routes
Wrong.
to the targets is 2,405.
You're being too logical.
Want me to define main?
Alex, can you be more sensory?
What do you mean?
Make me a collage of Torres' quotes. Work freely. Keep my hypothesis in mind.
Life taken by cheap kills of forward projectional sea power.
No good.
No good.
Alex. All right, let's go on. Try to be a little more sensuous.
Monstrous, 16,752. And salvation of passivity.
Okay.
Vulgarity of 6 per minute of forward security.
Good.
Will of nuclear retaliation on death. 160 millimeter guidance where massacre is placed by mass planning.
More logically.
Salvation of 10 million. An elegant massacre upon the Cage continents.
Stop. That's correct, or is it?
David, I've built a model of Captain Torres and 3 strikes, based on your hypothesis and mission parameters.
From the past, I ran a precision combat simulation. But it failed.
Bummer. Why didn't it work?
Reasons in sensuous order are: 1. Your hypothesis is trash. 2. The parameters you gave me are trash.
Did I do something to tick you off?
3. Captain Torres is a singularity.
So the values diverge. But what about this one? 4. 3 strikes is a singularity.
That's outside the confidence interval. The possibility that it's 1, 2, or 3 is 99%.
What?
Significance is high.
Try this. This is 3 Strike's data before he's assigned to the LRSSG.
The Erusian military is gathering its remaining naval forces at Anchorhead Bay. Apparently, they're even bringing in ships from the Mothball fleet. This is probably to reinforce their naval power in preparation for the showdown in Farbanti. We've received intel that the Alicorn will also be joining them.
From which source, Brigadier General? There's a possibility the Alicorn's former crew have been tasked with sabotage.
Your job is to analyze the enemy's weaponry. From now on, speak only when authorized. I don't hear a response.
May I be authorized to speak first, sir?
When we're done, I'll be talking to your superiors. Here's your mission. LRSSG is to raid Anchorhead, carry out airstrikes on Anchor Bay to the north and Dockyuk Bay to the south, inflicting all possible damage. If we can strip the port of its naval functions, we can also prevent the submarine from joining forces.
The area around Anchorhead is Erusian territory. To delay hostile detection, you will sortie in small numbers and make your way in at super low altitudes.
Small sortie. Who's going?
Count, Lanza, Hujan, and Trigger. 4 aircraft from Strider Squadron will be deployed.
Whoa. All right, I got this.
To cover our lack of numbers, we're giving you plenty of opportunities to resupply. Look here. We've set up multiple return lines. Make full use of them to resupply and change armaments. Also note that the enemy will not be able to mount a defense immediately after detecting it. Use this window to destroy high-threat targets. That should make things much easier for you.
It should also raise the survival rate.
Survival rate, huh?
The element of surprise and resupplying are the key. Beyond that, I just need a couple of pilots who will stick to my orders. We don't need an ace to succeed. Got anything to say? Good.
Brigadier General.
That is all.
David, go on.
Let me share the career of Mateus Torres, captain of the submarine Alicorn. Does anyone know how his people hailed him?
A bit unfair to provide us with next to no hints, don't you think?
Fair enough. The hero of Cumberth Harbor is the answer. He was a captain of the battleship Tanager at the time of the Continental War. It led Aegir Fleet, the Invincible Armada. But when the fleet was destroyed at Cumberth Harbor, so was his ship.
Yet, he's the hero?
He was able to bring most of his crew home with accurate damage control and precise evacuation orders. Then there's the accident with the Alicorn. Many believe that if they stay with him, they'll live. Transfer from surface to underwater is unusual. However, considering his skill and reputation, along with the fact that the Alicorn is no ordinary submarine, it all makes sense.
It'll be a difficult mission to carry out with 4 aircraft. Still, I'd like to add one more to the mission conditions.
What, you want to make it even harder?
I want 100% survival rate for the sortie. Any other number and the mission will be considered a failure.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
I can almost touch the water.
Altitude restriction lifted. Begin up.
The food at this party served buffet style. Pick whatever dish you like before the host mounts a resistance.
Luco, I'll eat their hearts out.
Sorry, Trigger, but the juicy targets are all mine.
Emergency! 4 bogeys! ETA 2 minutes!
They're already here. What's going on here?
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Where's the attack?
Nice, Trigger. There's no enemy movement yet.
Gobble up all the high-value targets. Forget about your manners.
Alright, where's my artisanal burgers? Had to stay behind last time. This is gonna be a walk in the park. It's a good warm-up to get back in the game.
Brigadier General Clemens, about 3 strikes. You sure we'll get a positive result this time?
Yes, Lieutenant General Shepard. Operation Dominoes is going as planned.
Happening. Status report. Anyone?
Oh, it's a ruckus down there.
Damage report. Where are we getting hit?
Keep bringing them down. Switch to anti-air weaponry.
Resistance from enemy air defense is confirmed. Keep on dining. Just don't pay for it.
Righto!
Begin firing SAMs. They think they've already won. Now's our chance.
Now time for a counterstrike.
Those newly online ships are a pain. If only we had anti-ship missiles by the truckload.
Missile launched.
Dockyard base taking damage from airstrikes.
It's the enemy's got it wrong. Pretty one-sided.
Taking fire! Getting shot from all directions.
Target is down.
There's nowhere to run inside the bank.
How many are there? Like 1,000 enemies against the 4 of us? You probably need to multiply that by 10. That's fine by me. Enemy's got a lock.
Everyone on deck, back to your station. Get the radar up and running. There aren't that many. Aim carefully and take them down.
Not a drill. I repeat, not a drill.
If we can get it here, we'll be able to save a lot of boys in Vermonti.
Okay.
Well then, let's make them pay for the ones we left behind.
That's a lot of ships lost. We're gonna make a fortune once the war's over. Buy stock in salvage companies while you can.
Trigger, get on the return line if you need to. There's no need to wait until you've emptied your weapons bag. You've been directly hit by a missile. Strider 1, target destroyed.
Should have brought anti-ship missiles.
I'm not quitting, even if we're up against 3 strikes.
Target down and out. Missile! Invade!
Fox 2.
Lieutenant General Shepard, we have a status report. 50% of the enemy forces have been neutralized.
Mostly more than 3 strikes. Just an operation that doesn't rely on our ace pilots. You won't have many on board unless you can convince them that we don't need 3 strikes.
Missile away.
Yes, sir.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Don't let your guard down, guys. 100% survival rate. Let's go!
Yeah, we're all going home together.
Destroyer Calypso has been destroyed.
Our reduction gear and shafts have been badly damaged. We're disengaging. Sir, diversion operations. Operations are underway. This is definitely the work of 3 strikes. They'd reject my report if it weren't.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Fire! Fire! Aegis Patrol was hit and went offline. That aircraft evaded all that anti-air fire? You have to be kidding me! All vehicles proceed to hold position. They're hitting us. We aren't hitting them at all. Aim more carefully.
We gotta shoot at him to shut him up.
More vehicles crippled and 1 damaged to eatable platoon. They're white. Destroyed. Let's go help the survivors. The enemy aircraft.
This is Tucker 04, requesting airstrike on the helicopter carrying our target. Target is Vice Chief of Naval Ops, Rear Admiral Samuel Prin, sending coordinates.
All aircraft, we've data linked the intel we received from our recon team. If you have a visual on the target, shoot it down. Strider 1, enemy forces around Dockyard Base Shipyard have been mostly eliminated.
Get over here, Trigger. Got some strong shots for you if you'd like. There's plenty for the 2 of us.
This is Shepard. Seems 3 strikes is showing a stellar performance. Osea has much need of you. That is the unanimous conclusion of those in this room, Brigadier General. Certainly not the result I'd predicted.
I'm sorry, sir. We've taken out quite a few of them, but there's still some left. Came in for a picnic, found ourselves in a marathon. I thought you said this was gonna be a walk in the park?
ready, Count Trigger?
You betcha. Not a single ship's gonna leave the port.
How many ships in port are still operational?
Ships with test damage, but like you load the car. You're fine.
Ludicrous. They'll fill the port with scrap metal at this rate.
I'm actually getting used to flying like Trigger.
Target acquired.
Vehicle still lieutenant is on fire! Shit! Only half our vehicles are working! We've lost contact with the second lieutenant. If they're gone, that means we have less than half our forces left. Where are our reinforcements? I'm hearing nothing but screams all around.
Missile launched.
Target destroyed.
Locked on.
4 MiG-31s approaching. They're fast. These guys are interceptors. Bearing 310, altitude 2000.
You're not equipped for air-to-air. Please look up machine guns. Engaging.
Confirming additional hostile ground forces.
All right. We've wiped out most of their forces in the urban area.
I still see some ships moving. Trigger, let's go for those.
There's no need to go through the whole menu. Focus on the juicier targets.
Roger that. Here we go, Trigger.
Control, returning to base. I've heard about you. You always have aircraft problems when 3 strikes is around. No joke. I lost control.
That MiG-31's not firing any missiles.
They must have scrambled without changing weaponry.
Unable to fire missiles. I know how that feels, but that's no reason to go easy on you.
Bandits coming from the northwest. They're in large numbers. 8 Su-37s.
Warfighters exiting at super low altitudes with bearing 015. Have a report that 3 strikes is among them. We have no further intel. Sorry, we couldn't protect the port.
Roger that. Leave the rest to us. Ask Squadron, E-Hill Squadron, clear to engage. Our equipment's already brought us time. Don't waste it.
Missile away.
This is Tucker 04 requesting airstrike. Sending coordinates.
Trigger, don't push your luck on a damaged aircraft. Get on the return line if you need to.
Enemy's got a lock. Strider 4, Fox 2.
Target acquired. Strider 1, bombs away.
Damn it! Where are reinforcements? There's reinforcement. Enemy aircraft coming straight at us. Fire smoke rising from Anchor Bay and Touchdown Bay.
Missile launched.
Target confirmed down. The man you just killed, Captain Dirk Tarnat, was the main reason why the cruiser Enyo was deemed such a threat.
Hostile ships approaching from the southeast. It's a large fleet with Aegis vessel Metas and battleship Dysnomia numbering among them.
A pristine fleet? After all that?
Let's do this.
Bridge to CIC. Multiple smoke plumes from the port.
If it weren't for the bad weather, we would have been caught there.
Prepare for anti-air combat. Marker drone has reached the target.
Captain, we're starting the guided artillery fire drill.
Command to the officer.
What do you think will turn a drill into a real war? You don't see it, do you? It's imagination. So use your imagination, my fellow submariners. A single shell will save 10 million lives.
Begin drill. Ready for anti-air combat.
Good. We've reduced enough of the enemy forces. Job well done.
That prime rib and truffle soup sure were good. But hold on, lunchtime's not over yet. Go grab some desserts.
I knew you'd say that.
Four aircraft destroyed the entire port? You must be hallucinating.
It's not a hallucination, it's a nightmare!
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Here it comes! Brace for impact!
Thanks, Trigger.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you. Additional UAVs on radar.
Pretty shabby for a reinforcement.
Stay sharp. There's something amiss.
Enemy on your 6!
Strider 1, missile launched. 5 minutes remaining.
The target has been destroyed.
Don't catch us off guard. Stay sharp.
Warning, incoming high-speed projectile.
Projectile?
The terminal guidance. Get away from that UAV.
What do you mean?
Contact imminent.
Salvation.
Impact at the UAV's coordinates.
Shit, I'm hit!
What? What happened?
More on the way.
What in the world?
Contact imminent.
Trigger, you hanging in there? guidance.
We'll data link the predicted explosion radius from now on.
Damn it. You're telling me to leave my teammates behind?
Illusion, get back. I want that 100% survival rating.
Roger that. I'm pulling out.
We got the rest covered.
I'm counting on you.
3 strikes is performing well above our expectations. Oh, you sound downright ecstatic. All right, Trigger, let's go get him.
Strider 1, bandit on your tail.
You need that missile, Strider 2! Trigger, missile inbound! Trigger, blast the bandit!
Missile launched.
Enemy dodged. Continuing attack. 1 million lives gone. Picture it.
Enemy shell detected. 10 seconds to contact.
Strider 2, break! Break!
Contact imminent.
Locked on bandit. We're playing tag with the ball. They're after you, Strider 1.
3 minutes remaining.
Tucker 04 to Lancaster. We need you to attack the designated heli.
Target acquired. Strider 1, missile away. Target eliminated.
Target confirmed down. Captain Alonso Terrigo gone. The vessel Colossus won't be much of a threat.
Detecting shell in flight. 10 seconds to contact. Strider 1, Fox 2. Strider 1, missile launched. Impact, now. All Su-37s have been destroyed.
Those guys were well trained. Would have been tough if we let them pound us. Damn cowards, shooting us from beyond our range.
Strider 1, missile away. 2 minutes remaining.
You're mine. Trigger has destroyed the target. Enemy has a lock.
Picture it.
Strider 1, missile away. Projectile detected. 10 seconds to contact. Projectile exploded in the distance. Must be a failsafe.
Bingo. Looks like we found a solution.
All right, all aircraft, follow Trigger's example if you can.
Hell, that's easy for you to say. Behind the enemy. Hostile has a lock. Got one on my tail. Fox 2.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Can I make it?
1 minute remaining.
Package bags already loaded. Locked on. This one's a goner.
3 strikes. Relax the drive. Imagine it's just about to be killed. Why am I going to be killed, you ask? Because they wanted to steal from you, to torment you, to burn you, to cut you apart. It was for your silence, your actions, and your vengeance. There has to be a reason.
Strider 1,
3 strikes has none of that. I do. Do you see, Command Duty Officer? You don't, do you?
Projectile detected. 10 seconds to contact. Target designated by Tucker 04 exited the combat zone. Radar contacts. Additional hostile aircraft detected. Strider 1, target destroyed.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
Well done. We've managed to hit the Erusian Navy's fleet and command structure pretty hard.
That was definitely a free lunch if there ever was one.
Stall warning.
Mission complete. Return to base. Withdraw from the operation airspace. You completed the mission, but it's not done until you return home.
Arrogant bastard.
Stand by. Warning, 2 bogies inbound. Bearing 090, Su-47s.
Malta! Missile! Behind you! Malta!
Strider 3 is hit.
Good. Now we have less goons to deal with. Do it, Scream. blast those damn bats.
Engage to let Strider 3 escape. We're calling off the withdrawal.
Both of you, watch out for their missiles. The missile alert didn't go off in time. Hit me as soon as I heard it.
It may be that the enemy's missiles have stealth capabilities. Their missiles may hit you immediately after your missile alert goes off.
So that's the trick. Calling out to unidentified aircraft. Cease combat immediately and withdraw.
What the? Brigadier General Clemens is radioing enemy aircraft on Ocean channels.
Too late. Trigger's already started. Nicely done. We can go to hell together. Sister? Fire! Good, you're on their 6. It's 2-on-2, Trigger. We can't lose.
Sorry, wuss, but you're killed. It's 2-on-1.
Who you calling a wuss?
The bats here can enhance their ECM capabilities.
Righto.
Strider 1, locked on target.
Fox 2.
Scream! Damn it! You'll pay for this 3 strikes!
Only one left. We run them down together. But the death blow will be from you, Trigger.
Oh, I'll kill him! I'll kill him, all right!
Enemy shell detected. 10 seconds to contact. Don't let the enemy's emotions make you lose your cool.
I don't pity him. Not one bit.
Railgun shell lost its target.
I'll kill you! I'll kill you! I'll kill you!
You psycho.
Projectile guidance terminated.
You'll pay for this 3 strikes!
He's definitely lost his mind.
There may only be one left, but don't let your guard down.
Let's finish this once and for all, Trigger.
How dare you!
Target acquired. Detecting shell in flight. 10 seconds to contact.
She was my blood in a hole. Scream!
That's a hit. We got the bat.
Take that, asshole.
Scream! 3 strikes! It's just as I imagined. No matter what we do, this is how we end. But know this, 3 strikes. I'd rather go to hell than live in a world shaped by you. So yeah, we'll be heading there now.
Unidentified aircraft, eject. Eject now.
I gotta catch up to her.
The bat's blip has disappeared from our radar. At that altitude, it likely has crashed.
Serves them right. Yes. The problem has been eliminated.
Meet us at the drop-off point. 3 strikes has removed all straggler illusion forces. That did make for a good sideshow.
I have no doubt that the plan to save 10 million lives will lead Illusia to true victory.
Stop thinking so small. It's salvation on a far grander scale.
I can almost touch the water.
Illusion, no shit.
The fleet.
My cola.
We've acquired important intel from the mission. For example, the shells from long-range anti-air fire came in on depressed trajectories. Look, the estimated energy output of the railgun is 500 megajoules at least. Fired at minimum energy trajectory, range is over 3,000. They hit a powerful rail cannon aside from their main guns.
It's almost like Stonehenge.
A mobile Stonehenge.
And also, this. The Alicorn was in harbor at Anchorhead for approximately 10 minutes. They couldn't have loaded SLBMs. They loaded something smaller.
Smaller?
What is smaller and yet a powerful weapon?
Tactical nukes.
Close. The answer is tactical nuclear shells.
Nuclear shells?
No way.
Hey, he got that question right.
Nah, I missed the shell part.
Quiet!
They'll likely attack our bases on the East Coast.
Their target's ORED, the Ocean capital.
They want a nuclear war?
Here's a question. What's a situation where nuclear deterrence doesn't work?
Quiz guy, I've had enough of this.
Oh, only if terrorists have the nukes.
Correct.
Damn, Scald.
Hey, I'm good at trivia games.
But we're after an Erusian submarine, not terrorists.
No, he's right. HQ tells me Erusia's justification is that the Alicorn mutinied. As such, the Erusian military cannot be held responsible for the submarine's actions.
Damn.
So they intend on dropping a nuke on the Ocean capital of ORED.
Here's a question for you, analyst. Just exactly who are we fighting?
Correct term is terrorist, or irregular military, but I have a different name for them. An enemy to be stopped at all costs.
Correct.
Some individuals are exempt from rules that should apply to everyone. A hero is suddenly a risk factor the moment the war is over. So you murder him. Crude, but effective. In reality, they've no need for living heroes, just dead ones. Here's a question, Alex. Can we stop Captain Mateus Torres?
Depends on if you treat the captain or 3 strikes as a singularity.
Both are. What happens when 2 singularities exist on the same field?
That requires 7 months calculation with current resources.
We'll just have to trust the guys in the field.
David, evacuate.
No, I still have to finish up here. The Erusian military finally sent part of the Alicorn specs. Its basic capabilities listed here were as we predicted. What's interesting is this over here. In addition to main guns, they have a 600mm 128 caliber rail cannon. The barrel exceeds 70 meters. Its range is over 3,000 kilometers. That matches what we calculated from the bombardment on Anchorhead Bay. The mini nuke they seem to have obtained has a yield of 1 kiloton. It'll destroy anything within a 400-meter radius of ground zero. Casualties are to be in the tens of thousands.
I know some things are better left unsaid, but let me say it. That's less damage than I expected.
Nice catch. Do you remember this speech?
This vote has the means to end this hideous war in a definitive and elegant manner. The world shall be horrified by the number of lives we will take. Only then will they let go of their weapons. Weapons that would have taken the lives of 10 million.
The imagery invoked by those words and the actual predicted damage just don't match.
So, here's a question.
Sorry, got no quizzes for you today. They will launch the nuke on September 19th.
Why are you so sure?
Because that's the anniversary of the end of the Continental War. Anti-war demonstrations and victory parades are in full swing in ORED. There's about 1 million participants in total. That number will rise on the anniversary. However, this nuke isn't that powerful. They'd have to thread through the eye of a needle to achieve their desired result.
Terminal guidance would be needed.
Right. How do they intend to achieve it when even GPS won't work?
You're all thinking too much. If we sink the submarine, it's problem solved.
Crude, but effective.
Crude?
All right, look at this. The Alicorn's expected course. We know it was off Anchorhead Bay, and it has to get to Ored within range before September 19th. They must avoid being detected by Osea, its allies' sound surveillance system, and ships. Taking into account its maximum operating depth, this is the only possible route. The Alicorn will move along the Azalea Seamount chain and reach a rather blandly named body of water called PX-8443. The waters here are shallow due to an undersea mountain range and nearby islands. This is where it'll be. We also know roughly when they'll arrive in the area.
Quite the prediction you have.
Indeed, but if it makes it through, then you're looking at P&E Trench. The Subsnac's operating depth is 600 meters. Tracking it would be impossible.
Right. Now I'm going to give you the mission details, so listen up. Our mission is to cooperate with the patrol aircraft to find the Alicorn. In the first phase of the mission, multiple patrol aircraft will drop sono buoys to build a sono buoy barrier. Then, in the second phase, we narrow down the possible location of the Alicorn by analyzing the data obtained from the sono buoys. The results of our analysis will be data linked and shown on an overlay on your radars. And for the final phase, Trigger, you're gonna look for the submarine. We acquired one special MAD, a magnetic anomaly detector, for this. It'll be on Trigger's plane. Fly over where we expect the Alicorn might be. If the submarine is right beneath you, your MAD will detect it. You'll also have nautical charts on your radars, so use them. Once it's found, our fleet will commence a unified attack with ass rocks and sink it.
And if we miss?
4 ships will be joining the operation. There won't be a second salvo.
So, who's flying, Wiseman?
Everyone except myself. Oh. This is in order. Now get your fat asses moving.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP. treasure hunt, Trigger.
Oh boy, I'm excited.
Hey, stop screwing around.
Don't be such a hothead, Hushin. We all know what'll happen if we screw up.
This is Patrol Aircraft Sector 1. We're deploying the sonar buoy barrier. We're all prepared to buy the farm, and that's why there's something of it. According to calculations, just one piece of stars located.
Those aren't the sort of calculations we like, are they, Trigger?
Damn right. Same for the rest of us, too.
They're here as predicted. Detecting hostiles. They're definitely aircraft from the Alicorn.
Trigger, you take the lead. The patrol aircraft must be protected. All aircraft, follow Trigger.
Wilco.
Understood. Understood. Roger.
Understood.
Three strikes of rebels in the killing. Catch them right now. Go! Rip the wings off that degenerate!
Strider 2, engaging. Strider 3, engaging.
Cyclops 2 engaging.
They must have been waiting for us in the air.
Stage, here's a question. How many aircraft can the Alicorn carry?
20 to 30, depends on the type of aircraft. There's unconfirmed intel. Could be more. With 3 strikes, we could reduce them to a single digit.
Nah, we can reduce them. Not sure it's because of Trigger. Those are calculations I do like.
Know the answer soon enough.
20% Falcons drop. Just like with their UAVs.
We're detecting additional UAVs. Intercept them.
So there were more hiding.
Trigger, can you get him?
Lock on, lock on.
Strider 1, missile away.
Mark 2.
Miss, target's still active.
The aircraft from the submarine are well trained.
Not far from the patrol aircraft. This one's all mine. Bandit on my six. I can't get him off.
Target acquired.
They get through these waters, there'll be no way to find them.
Fox 2.
Hey, I owe you.
Trigger won't be able to defend them all.
That's three strikes. Fire, buddy.
Do you have a moment?
What's up?
Two groups of demonstrators have clashed. People are running away. Lots of spies held up. There are even banners flying in the air. They're advertising drones.
What? You're in Elred?
Oh yeah, I live here. I haven't solved the terminal guidance mystery either.
I meant, why aren't you running?
Hey, you guys aren't running, are you?
Damn right.
Drones aren't running away.
What do you mean?
I'll call you back. Alex, I need you to check something.
Nice kill, Trigger. The patrol aircraft can continue now.
45% sonar buoy dropped. We've lost the tackle!
You're coming after our patrol aircraft, all right.
Strider 1, missile away.
Thanks, buddy. I owe you. Acquired lock on bandit. Firing!
Strider 1, locked on target.
Hostile confirmed down. Told you so. 3 strikes got her back.
Trigger, the other guys are standing their ground, but in the end, it comes down to you. Do us proud.
70% of sonar buoys dropped.
Just a little more.
All aircraft be advised. Our radars picked up new hostiles.
Go back underwater where you came from. Have enough battery life. I can't break this lock.
Missile away.
Okay, Fox 2.
Situation normal.
Should we cruise back, Captain?
They won't chase by sea. Pursuers will be airborne.
95% of sonar buoys dropped.
No problem. Situation
They must be very frustrated right now. It's nearly impossible to find us in these open seas.
Come if you dare, 3 strikes.
Friendly blast the hostile.
That's it, Trigger. You're the key to our success.
Confirming new hostiles.
Firing! Got us! We're on the other side! complete. Data linking the Alicorn's navigable zones.
Roger that. Displaying the search area on your radar map. The Alicorn's somewhere inside that ring. Activating the MAD. Do you see the waveform indicator above your HUD? Fly over the search area and look for a location that induces a change in the waveform.
We're treasure hunting for real, huh?
All aircrafts have trigger. You're on contingent combat air patrol.
Go, Trigger. Leave these chumps to us.
The MAD won't function at high speeds. Fly slower than 800 kilometers an hour. You're dead, Trigger. Shot down.
Strider 2, Fox 2.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Would have been so much easier if it could sing and let us know where it was. They were in silent running. I doubt they even breathed, let alone sang. The submarine may be huge, but it's still gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Trigger, you need to slow down. Okay, Trigger, your MAD's getting something. The waveform on your HUD should have peaked. Turn and fly in the direction where the waveform peaks.
Come on, Sharky. Where are ya?
Trigger, your MAD's showing a stronger reaction. The Alicorn must be near.
You've set the hook. Now you just have to reel it in.
Picking up a magnetic signature. Signature lost. I'm seeing strong noise in the MAD signal.
Shit. They detected that with the MAD. Seems like this is our contingency.
Anyone see the source of the noise on the ocean surface? It's likely similar to a buoy.
I don't have a window, so I don't know about buoys, but I'm detecting strong radio sources.
Correct. That's it.
Sending the location of the jamming devices. Destroy them.
Trigger, let's destroy the jamming buoys. Bit of a chore. We'll have to destroy them one by one. What the? A huge explosion just went off underwater.
Explosion? Control aircraft. What's happening underwater?
Underwater listening is impossible. We're only hearing explosion echoes.
The Alicorn will use the noise recover and head out at full speed.
Destroy the jamming buoys before the enemy submarine escapes.
Speed ahead. Aye, sir. Don't let him get away.
Target's destruction confirmed.
Damn it. Spectre, I need you to determine the sublocation again as soon as the noise dies down.
Can we make it?
Jamming buoy destroyed. The last jamming buoy has been destroyed.
How'd it go?
Wait for the sonar buoys to respond.
God damn it.
Collecting intel about the enemy submarine.
Hey, you okay?
Analysis done. Data linking.
Its location is moved. Trigger, I'm sending you the search area. Don't let it get away.
The Alicorn has almost reached the trench. Time's running out.
Hurry.
It's okay. Trigger's already on the hunt.
Confirming more hostile UAVs. They just launched from the Alicorn.
We can launch them underwater?
If you can splash even one, it'll be that much easier for Trigger.
Strider, Cyclops, we don't have much time left.
Don't you worry. Trigger will find it.
Trigger's given me so much cover and I still... Shit, I'm just pathetic.
Double time and Trigger, count them.
Think we can find it? This is pretty tough.
Let's do this.
Scald, I need you to take care of those guys.
No way you won't pick up a huge steel whale. Look harder.
It's a race against time now. We'll be on time.
This is bad.
We still have a chance.
Nickel.
We're almost out of time.
Come on, Trigger. Find them for us.
Don't give up.
Lanza, draw the attention of the hostile at 9 o'clock.
We're calling off the mission. The search for the Alicorn using MADs has been deemed unsuccessful. The Allied fleet will now launch anti-submarine missiles. They will be aimed at the center of the search area defined by Spectre.
Damn it. We can only cross our fingers and pray.
Roger that. Displaying the search area on your radar map. The Alicorn's somewhere inside that ring. Activating the MAD. Do you see the waveform indicator above your HUD? Fly over the search area and look for a location that induces a change in the waveform.
Treasure hunting for real, huh?
All aircraft except Trigger. You're on contingent combat air patrol.
The submarine may be huge, but it's still gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack. How did that huge thing hide from us all this time?
Okay, Trigger. Your MAD's getting something. The waveform on your HUD should have peaked. Turn and fly in the direction where the waveform peaks.
Come on, Sharky. Where are ya?
Trigger, your MAD's showing a stronger reaction. The Alicorn must be near.
You've set the hook. Now you just have to reel it in. Would have been so much easier if it could sing and let us know where it was. They were in silent running. I doubt they even breathed, let alone sang.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Do titanium hulls even leave magnetic footprints? Its size, it would be impossible not to. All the deprimming measures in the world won't change that.
Stall warning.
Trigger, check the nautical chart on your radar as well. The submarine's not going to be in shallow waters.
Picking up a magnetic signature. Signature lost. I'm seeing strong noise in the MAD signal.
Shit. They predicted that we'd lose the MAD. Seems like this is our contingency.
Similar to the source of the noise in the ocean surface. It's likely similar to a buoy.
I don't have a window, so I don't know about buoys, but I'm detecting strong radio sources.
Correct. That's it.
Sending the location of the jamming devices. Destroy them.
Trigger, let's destroy the jamming buoys. They think those cheap toys will help them escape our net? What the? A huge explosion just went off underwater.
Explosion? Control aircraft, what's happening underwater? Underwater landing is impossible. We're only hearing explosive echoes. The Alicorn will use the noise recover and head out at full speed.
Destroy the jamming buoys before the enemy submarine escapes.
Full speed ahead. Either. Don't let him get away. Keep it up.
Damn it. Vector, I need you to determine the location again as soon as the noise dies down.
Can we make it?
The last jamming buoy has been destroyed.
How'd it go?
Wait for the sonar buoys to respond.
God damn it.
Collecting intel about the enemy submarine.
Hey, you okay?
Analysis done. Data linking.
Its location is moved. Trigger, I'm sending you the search area. Don't let it get away.
The Alicorn has almost reached the trench. Time's running out.
Hurry.
It's okay. Trigger's already on the hunt.
Confirming more hostile UAVs. They just launched from the Alicorn.
He can launch them underwater?
If you can splash even one, it'll be that much easier for Trigger.
Strider, Cyclops, we don't have much time left.
Don't you worry. Trigger will find it.
Trigger's given me so much cover and I still... Shit, I'm just pathetic.
Double time and Trigger. Counting on it.
Think we can find it? This is pretty tough.
Let's do this.
Lanza, draw the attention of the hostile at 9 o'clock. No way you won't pick up a huge steel whale. Look harder.
It's a race against time now. Be on time.
This is bad.
We still have a chance. We're almost out of time.
Come on, Trigger. Find them for us.
Don't give up.
We're calling off the mission. The search for the Alicorn using MADs has been deemed unsuccessful. The Allied fleet will now launch anti-submarine missiles. They will be aimed at the center of the search area defined by Spectre.
Damn it. We can only cross our fingers and pray.
Roger that. Displaying the search area on your radar map. The Alicorn's somewhere inside that ring. Activating the MAD. Do you see the waveform indicator above your HUD? Fly over the search area and look for a location that induces a change in the waveform.
We're treasure hunting for real, huh?
All aircraft except Trigger. You're on contingent combat air patrol.
Do titanium hulls even leave magnetic footprints? With its size, it would be impossible not to. All the deperming measures in the world won't change that. How did that huge thing hide from us all this time?
Okay, Trigger, your MAD's getting something. The waveform on your HUD should have peaked. Turn and fly in the direction where the waveform peaks.
Come on, Sharky. Where are ya?
Trigger, your MAD showing a stronger reaction. The Alicorn must be near.
You've set the hook. Now you just have to reel it in. submarine may be huge, but it's still gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Picking up a magnetic signature. Signature lost. I'm seeing strong noise in the MAD signal.
Shit. They predicted that we'd use the MAD.
Seems like this is our contingency.
They don't see the source of the noise at the ocean surface. It's likely similar to a buoy.
I don't have a window, so I don't know about buoys, but I'm detecting strong radio sources.
Correct. That's it.
Sending the location of the jamming devices. Destroy them.
Trigger, let's destroy the jamming buoys.
All these jammers must have been deployed beforehand. They predicted our moves.
It will go beyond their expectations.
What the? A huge explosion just went off underwater.
Explosion! Control aircraft. What's happening underwater? Underwater listening is impossible. We're only hearing explosion echoes. Aliquid, we're using those recover and head out at full speed.
Destroy the jamming buoys before the enemy submarine escapes.
Full speed ahead.
Right, sir. Don't let him get away. Keep it up.
Damn it. Sector, I need you to return to the location again as soon as the noise dies down.
Can we make it?
That did make for a good sideshow.
The last jamming buoy has been destroyed.
How'd it go?
Wait for the sonar buoys to respond.
God damn it.
Collecting intel about the enemy submarine.
Hey, you okay?
Analysis done. Data leaking.
Its location is moved. Trigger, I'm sending you the search area. Don't let it get away.
The Alicorn has almost reached the trench. Time's running out.
Hurry. Confirming more hostile UAVs. They just launched from the Alicorn.
You can launch them underwater?
If you can splash even one, it'll be that much easier for Trigger.
Strider, Cyclops, we don't have much time left.
Don't you worry. Trigger will find it.
Trigger's given me so much cover and I'm still... Shit, I'm just pathetic.
Double time and Trigger. Count on it.
Think we can find it?
This is pretty tough.
Let's do this.
Monza, draw the attention of the hostile at 9 o'clock.
No way you won't pick up a huge steel whale. Look harder.
It's a race against time now. We'll be on time.
This is bad.
We still have a chance. We're almost out of time.
Come on, Trigger. Find them for us.
Don't give up.
Scald, I need you to take care of those guys.
We're calling off the mission. The search for the Alicorn using MADs has been deemed unsuccessful. The Allied fleet will now launch anti-submarine missiles. They will be aimed at the center of the search area defined by Spectre.
Damn it. We can only cross our fingers and pray.
Roger that. Displaying the search area on your radar map. The Alicorn's somewhere inside that ring. Activating the MAD. Do you see the waveform indicator above your HUD? Fly over the search area and look for a location that induces a change in the waveform.
We're treasure hunting for real, huh?
All aircraft except Trigger, you're on contingent combat air patrol. The MAD won't function at high speeds. Fly slower than 800 kilometers an hour.
Come on, Sharky. Where are ya?
How did that huge thing hide from us all this time?
Okay, Trigger, your MAD's getting something. The waveform on your HUD should have peaked. Turn and fly in the direction where the waveform peaks.
The submarine may be huge, but it's still gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Stall warning.
Would have been so much easier if you could sing and let us know where it was. They were in silent running. I doubt they even breathed, let alone sang.
Trigger, your MAD is showing a stronger reaction. The Alicorn must be near.
You've set the hook. Now you just have to reel it in.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
Roger that. Displaying the search area on your radar map. The Alicorn's somewhere inside that ring. Activating the MAD. Do you see the waveform indicator above your HUD? Fly over the search area and look for a location that induces a change in the waveform.
We're treasure hunting for real, huh?
All aircraft except Trigger. You're on contingent combat air patrol.
Come on, Sharky. Where are ya?
The submarine may be huge, but it's still gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Okay, Trigger. Your MAD's getting something. The waveform on your HUD should have peaked. Turn and fly in the direction where the waveform peaks.
How did that huge thing hide from us all this time?
Trigger, your MAD's showing a stronger reaction. The Alicorn must be near.
You've set the hook. Now you just have to reel it in. Check the nautical chart on your radar as well. The submarine's not going to be in shallow waters. Would have been so much easier if you could sing and let us know where it was. They were in silent running. I doubt they even breathed, let alone sang.
Caution. Pull up.
Roger that. Displaying the search area on your radar map. The Alicorn's somewhere inside that ring. Activating the MAD. Do you see the waveform indicator above your HUD? Fly over the search area and look for a location that induces a change in the waveform.
We're treasure hunting for real, huh?
All aircraft except Trigger, you're on contingent combat air patrol.
Do titanium hulls even leave magnetic footprints? With its size, it would be impossible not to. All the deperming measures in the world won't change that.
Come on, Sharky. Where are ya?
How did that huge thing hide from us all this time?
Okay, Trigger, your MAD's getting something. The waveform on your HUD should have peaked. Turn and fly in the direction where the waveform peaks. Trigger, your MAD's showing a stronger reaction. The Alicorn must be near.
You've set the hook. Now you just have to reel it in. The submarine may be huge, but it's still gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Picking up a magnetic signature. Signature lost. I'm seeing strong noise in the MAD signal.
Shit. They predicted that we through the MAD.
Seems like this is our contingency.
They don't see the source of the noise on the ocean surface. It's likely similar to a buoy.
I don't have a window, so I don't know about buoys, but I'm detecting strong radio sources.
Correct. That's it.
Sending the location of the jamming devices. Destroy them.
Trigger, let's destroy the jamming buoys.
All these jammers must have been deployed beforehand. They predicted our moves.
It will go beyond their expectations.
What the? A huge explosion just went off underwater.
Explosion? That's control aircraft. What's happening underwater? Underwater listening is impossible. We're only hearing explosion echoes. The Alicorn will move the nose recover and head out at full speed.
Destroy the jamming buoys before the enemy submarine escapes.
Full speed ahead.
Destruction confirmed.
Sir. Don't let him get away.
Damn it. Victor, I need you to return to sub-location again as soon as the noise dies down.
Can we make it?
The last jamming buoy has been destroyed.
How'd it go?
Wait for the sonar buoys to respond.
Oh, God damn it.
Intel about the enemy submarine.
Hey, you okay?
Analysis done. Data leaking.
This location is moved. Trigger, I'm sending you the search area. Don't let it get away.
The Alicorn is almost reached the trench. Time's running out.
Hurry. It's okay. Trigger's already on the hunt.
Confirming more hostile UAVs. They just launched from the Alicorn.
You can launch them underwater?
If you can splash even one, it'll be that much easier for Trigger.
Strider, Cyclops, we don't have much time left.
Don't you worry. Trigger will find it.
Trigger's given me so much cover and I still... Shit, I'm just pathetic.
Double time it, Trigger. Count on it.
Think we can find it? This is pretty tough.
Let's do this. Come at me. Let's dance.
No way you won't pick up a huge steel whale. Look harder.
It's a race against time now. We'll be on time.
This is bad.
We still have a chance. We're almost out of time.
Come on, Trigger. Find them for us.
Don't give up.
Scald, I need you to take care of those guys.
We're calling off the mission. The search for the Alicorn using MADs has been deemed unsuccessful. The Allied fleet will now launch anti-submarine missiles. They will be aimed at the center of the search area defined by Spectre.
Damn it. We can only cross our fingers and pray.
Strider 1 has crashed.
Roger that. Displaying the search area on your radar map. The Alicorn's somewhere inside that ring. Activating the MAD. Do you see the waveform indicator above your HUD? Fly over the search area and look for a location that induces a change in the waveform.
Treasure hunting for real, huh?
All aircraft except Trigger, you're on contingent combat air patrol. Okay, Trigger, your MAD's getting something. The waveform on your HUD should have peaked. Turn and fly in the direction where the waveform peaks.
The submarine may be huge, but it's still gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Trigger, your MAD's showing a stronger reaction. The Alicorn must be near.
You've set the hook. Now you just have to reel it in.
Picking up a magnetic signature. Signature lost. I'm seeing strong noise in the MAD signal.
Shit. They predicted that we use the MAD.
Seems like this is our contingency.
We know it's the source of the noise on the ocean surface. It's likely similar to a buoy.
I don't have a window, so I don't know about buoys, but I'm detecting strong radio sources.
Correct. That's it.
Sending the location of the jamming devices. Destroy them.
Trigger, let's destroy the jamming buoys. They think those cheap toys will help them escape our net. What the? A huge explosion just went off underwater.
Explosion? Patrol aircraft. What's happening underwater? Underwater listening is impossible. We're only hearing explosion echoes. The Alicorn will use the noise recover and head out at full speed.
Destroy the jamming buoys before the enemy submarine escapes.
Full speed ahead. Aye, sir. Don't let him get away. Keep it up.
Damn it. Spectre, I need you to determine the sun's location again as soon as the noise dies down.
Can we make it?
The last jamming buoy has been destroyed.
How'd it go?
Wait for the sonar buoys to respond.
God damn it.
Collecting intel about the enemy submarine.
Hey, you okay?
Analysis done. Data linking.
Its location is moved. Trigger, I'm sending you the search area. Don't let it get away.
The Alicorn has almost reached the trench. Time's running out.
Hurry.
It's okay. Trigger's already on the hunt.
Confirming more hostile UAVs. They just launched from the Alicorn.
You can launch them underwater?
If you can splash even one, it'll be that much easier for Trigger.
Strider, Cyclops, we don't have much time left.
Don't you worry. Trigger will find it.
Trigger's given me so much cover and I still... Shit, I'm just pathetic.
Double time it, Trigger. Count on it.
Think we can find it? This is pretty tough.
Let's do this.
Monza, draw the attention of the hostile at 9 o'clock. You reeled it in. Positive hit on the MAD.
That's it.
Strider 1 found the submarine Alicorn.
Yeah! All that flying around paid off.
We ain't done yet. Give it the finishing blow.
Target coordinates
fired. Coordinates re-enter. Commence preparations to fire the VL Asrock. VL Asrock ready for launch.
Line of fire is clear.
Ready. Fire all missiles!
Fire!
Missile away.
All anti-submarine missiles launched. Report the results.
Did we get him?
Alicorn spotted. It's surfacing.
Surfacing? We haven't sunk it? It's attacking our fleet. Son of a... We didn't hit up. What? You're wrong, Count. Back them into a corner. They're vulnerable now that they've surfaced. Follow up on trigger. Understood. Wilco.
Roger.
Wilco. Roger. Prepare to abandon ship. We can't train it. Evacuate! We've lost destroyer Seagull and Aegis vessel Canary.
Target's destruction confirmed.
The 2 years that we fought at the bottom of the sea will not allow our perseverance to be desecrated.
You're being locked onto by the railguns. Increase your speed and run, Trigger.
One of those railguns hits us, we'll be torn into a million pieces. They'll be looking for aircraft as well. Don't flutter about. Throttle up. Fire!
The Alicorn fired its railguns.
It's using its main guns for anti-air combat.
Engine number 1 is flooding. Start training ASAP. Bring the steam valves.
The Alicorn is diving. Ballast tank should be damaged. We'll have to surface again soon. We need to shoot down the drones that have been launched. There's no means of retreat. We'll have to kill them all if we are to live. If you wish to live, then you must let go of your life.
Vector Squadron will continue surveillance. We might be able to locate it just about to surface.
That's more than enough. All aircraft, position yourself to hit the Alicorn as it surfaces.
Righto.
Strider 1, missile away.
I've got you.
Sub spotted. Underwater coordinates. Missile coming at me.
UAV is down. Enemy submarine surfacing.
Did you not leave your fears behind at the bottom of the abyss?
Ready to fire.
Main gun, commence fire!
Trigger, you're being targeted by the railguns. Shake them off.
Fire!
Strider 1, Box 2.
Strider 4, Box 2. Trigger's attack hit. Can visually confirm hull damage.
Let's follow his lead. Check the radiation level every 5 minutes. Do we have any coolant leaks?
We're thinking he's at the reactor.
Focus on anti-air combat.
The Alicorn has launched aircraft.
Got some real skill there. They've got serious guts to take off right now.
It ain't guts. They're just damn crazy.
Flying objects have been launched from the Alicorn. They have different signatures from the UAVs we've seen.
All UAVs have activated EM barriers.
I have visuals. They look similar to the Arsenal Bird's defense system.
What do we do then? We don't have Stonehenge to bust through them, you know.
The Alicorn is diving.
My fellow submariners, your lives carry weight. It gives you the right to take the lives of others. I cannot let the enemy detect your brother. Go head on with 3 strikes and take him down with me. Not the 3 scars. One big gun man.
Strider 1, missile away.
They got a beat on you.
Band it down. Nicely done.
Got the Alicorn underwater.
Deadman's rocking. Why should we fear death?
Naturally. I already know.
Alicorn surfacing. Strider 1, missile launched. Target hit.
The enemy submarine's outer hull is severely damaged. It won't be able to dive like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Star warning. Star warning.
Cease fire.
That's a con man talking. I should know.
Let's just sink it!
Negative. We cannot attack those that have surrendered. That's a breach of international law.
I repeat, we surrender.
What do we do?
Weapon use is prohibited.
I hold international law so dearly. We'll no longer be soldiers the moment we don't. Then I'll happily quit my career.
Do not attack.
We will surrender. We are currently making preparations to be disarmed.
I'm David North, an analyst at the Ocean Intelligence Agency. Captain, we've already jammed your terminal guidance system over ORED. Your shot will miss the mark.
Let me tell you a story. Back when I was a gunnery officer, I had to aim at an enemy ship 30 kilometers away in the middle of a storm. The seas were rough that day, and still I landed one of the 2 shots.
Here's a question. Was your plan elegant? The answer is yes. At least until 3 strikes ruined it.
What do you know of beauty?
They have no intention to surrender. Stop them, Trigger! Hit the barrel, Trigger! Hurry!
Wait, Trigger. Stop attacking immediately.
Charged up. Target is the ocean capital of Warren. To take the lives of 1 million people 5,000 kilometers away from my very own hands.
It fired.
It's okay. The shell will miss.
What happened?
That's a blatant violation of orders, you dumbass!
Load the next shell!
Aye, sir.
All aircraft, destroy the Alicorn.
Wilco. Alright.
Wilco. Understood.
Aim for the base of the rail cannon.
FCS error! Can't raise the elevation of the barrel!
3 strikes in the sky is a sign of an ill omen. Captain, all slow ahead. Drop gas trim tanks.
Turn the vocals to gas first, and that'll give the gun the elevation it needs!
Don't you see 3 strikes? 10 million lives will be saved at the cost of a mere million lives.
Liar! You just want to kill people. We won't let you.
Charge at 45%. Pitch angle at +2 degrees.
Trigger, you put an end to this.
Strider 1 was shot down.
What happened?
That's a blatant violation of orders, you dumbass!
Load the next shell!
Aye, sir.
All aircraft, destroy the Alicorn.
Wilco. Alright.
Wilco. Understood.
Aim for the base of the rail cannon.
FCS error! Can't raise the elevation of the barrel!
3 strikes in the sky is a sign of an ill omen. Captain, all slow ahead. Drop gas trim tanks.
Turn the vocals to gas first, and that'll give the gun the elevation it needs!
Don't you see 3 strikes? 10 million lives will be saved at the cost of a mere million lives.
Liar! You just want to kill people. We won't let you.
Charge at 45%. Pitch angle at +2 degrees.
Trigger, you put an end to this.
All right.
Target hit. Target hit.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff, Trigger.
Booming explosion! The rail cannon's been destroyed!
Yeah, baby.
Don't you see? 1 million lives!
The Alicorn's hull is severely damaged. No, it's completely split in 2.
He really pulled it off.
And that's our final answer.
Loads of floating objects in the waves. I don't think there are any survivors, Wiseman.
Copy that. The enemy submarine has been destroyed. Operation is complete.
That was unbelievable. Just all of it.
That's right. Yeah.
There are some who send those around them to their doom. Like Captain Mateus Torres was a devil incarnate. But there are others. Others who show the way to everyone else. Those who stand at the forefront to cast a light. Those who follow them can't help but feel that they're in the right hands, that they'll make it. This is an era where there isn't a singular answer, like a quiz question. The world awaits a hero to keep the torch aloft, banishing the darkness.
Quite the poet. That's a story I'm gonna have to tell my kid.
All aircraft in David. The operation is complete. Return to base and get some rest. Oh man, finally time for some munchies. Could you hand me the burger over there? Oh, and the knife and fork too, please.
Once I get back to base, I'm heading to the mess hall.
Stall warning. Caution.
Operation.
I'm good, Alex. Won't need that wake-up call every 2 hours anymore.
David, only the summary is fine. Give me the report ASAP. I'll hand it to the president.
That's why I haven't slept in the last 80 hours.
78 hours and 52 minutes.
Okay. Well, now to the conclusion. Assuming that 3 strikes is a singularity, why not terminate him?
There is a fact that has been observed in all of the missions 3 Strikes has taken part in. All dependent elements that either mimic or follow the subject have increased chances of survival.
Try to be more sensuous.
Go Trigger's way, you'll make it. He leads the way.
Really?
Significance is high.
That's uncharacteristically illogical of you.
Ha ha ha.
Is that really how you laugh?